Hey everyone, Austin here again with another Let's Play video. Today, as you can see, it's going to be Super Mario Land 2, The 6 Golden Coins. Obviously, the sequel to Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. This is a pretty cool game. It was very, very popular when it came out, and it was quite popular for some time. I think a lot of it due to it being very similar to the Super Nintendo Mario World. As you can see, you've got some big chunky graphics, you've got a big map screen like this, there's a whole lot of secrets and stuff like that. The game's not as big as, say, Mario World. It's actually quite small in comparison overall, in terms of the length of the game, but at the time, like, you didn't expect these types of visuals on a Game Boy. This was abnormal for a Game Boy back then. And of course, as you know, Nintendo's games moved on in as time moved on, Nintendo's development got a hell of a lot better over time on the Game Boy. There's a lot of other developers' games, they kind of stayed the same. You know, they weren't amazing looking. They were passable, I guess. But like Nintendo stuff started mimicking the Super Nintendo look a whole lot more. You know, this, Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, etc., etc. And while it doesn't really look like a whole lot now, back then, on the old Game Boy black and white screen, it looked incredible on the Game Boy. And so I think that's why this game was really popular back then. Game Boy was super popular. It was one of Nintendo's most successful platforms, basically, and so you had this game on it, which was really successful as well. I think this might have even been bundled with the Game Boy, some iterations of the Game Boy. I don't remember. I'm going to look into that. I'm pretty sure it was. So yeah, just like Mario World, you've got this sort of like drill attack. You can do this by holding down and pressing jump. You can basically drill your way through certain blocks. And then you've got your standard just walking speed. And then if you hold down B, you can run like this. And if you run, well, you jump higher. And that's pretty much it. With Koopa Troopa shells, you can grab them. It's a little awkward in this one. They kind of drop really slow. So it's not something I really do that often. You've got these little bells here, kind of simulating the alternate bonus door in the first Super Mario Land. So in this, you have to get to the bell at the top in order to access the bonus room. You get to play this little claw game here for either some bonus lives or some power-ups or something like that. And we missed on that one. So here we are now. We can pretty much go wherever we want. This little room in here is a bonus area. You can use your coins to try to earn some extra lives, and we're probably going to skip this for the whole playthrough. I don't really think it's worth it. Well, actually, we might not skip it. So yeah, we can pretty much go in any order we want, and we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go down here first to the underwater area. And we're going to try to just, you know, tear right through this game. I'm not going to try to spend a whole lot of time finding secrets and stuff like that. This can be a somewhat time-consuming game if you want to try to grab every single coin, find every single pipe, find the hidden stages. There's a bunch of hidden levels in the game, many of which I don't even remember how to access, to be honest with you. And I will try to get some coins, you know, like if there's coin blocks right in front of me, I'll try to hit them just so I can try to work towards getting extra lives and stuff like that. And maybe I will play that bonus room just to show you guys what it's like, and I'll just burn a bunch of coins through that. So I'm pretty sure every 100 coins, just like in previous Mario games, will give you an extra life. And so I could definitely use the extra lives. I'm going to need them on the final stage in the game. Super Mario Land is actually, I think it's quite an easy game. Just like a lot of the Mario games are. A lot of the Mario games are quite easy. But this is like exceptionally easy. Until the final level. The final level, they amp up the difficulty by like 20. It's really, really tough. A really tough final stage. Especially since you have no checkpoints on it. And you guys will see what I mean once we get there. If you don't feel like watching all the way through to the end of this video, but you've never seen this game play through, at least just skip through to the end, So you can see Wario's palace, or Wario's castle, and it's brutally difficult for a Game Boy game. But yeah, for like these levels, I'm just gonna be kind of blazing through them if I can, and no hidden items. And that's not an item either. I was hoping that was gonna be something. So the big brand new ability in this game is the sort of like the rabbit ears. You can get that by picking up the carrot, and it's actually pretty much the best item in the game. Although for these regular levels, you're gonna find me using the fire flower a lot, simply because the fire flower kicks ass. You know, it kills enemies in one hit and stuff like that. So, but the rabbit ears definitely is the best overall, especially on, say, the final level. And actually, it's kind of funny we're doing this because the last time I played this game, I didn't even go through this pipe, so I don't even know what this is going to do for me. I don't know what's up here. And apparently I was too small to do that, so we're going to go ahead and just skip that pipe next time. I just kind of stumbled upon that because I was small Mario. You know, that was a pipe or secret area that you could only get to if you were small. And the last time I played this game, I didn't even go there because I wasn't small. So you got the bullet bills, they're really big in this game. And that was actually good I did that, because that raised the fire flower. The fire flower will stay there. The game remembers that, which is cool. If this was any other game, it would probably reset if you go off screen, so that's pretty cool. So for anybody that hasn't checked it... Oh my god, what am I doing, man? Oh, that's right, I'm doing a Let's Play at 3:30 in the morning after just waking up. That's what I'm doing. So I'm a little out of it right now, guys, but I figured this is... I'm not usually up at this time. Well, I usually am. I'm not usually awaking at this time of day, so it's a little... my sleep schedule's a little messed up because I had a friend come into town. He's actually still here, passed out on the couch. We basically hung out late Thursday night, and which kind of screwed up my sleep schedule. I worked the overnight shift, and if I flip my sleep schedule, like accidentally get into a rhythm where I start sleeping during the days again, it really screws up my sleep schedule. And so for the last couple of days, I've been going to bed at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., because I screwed up my sleep cycle. And so I basically went to bed at like 9 p.m. last night, and then woke up at 3:30. I'm like, well, I have to go to work at 5 p.m. today, so what am I going to do for the next, 12 hours? And so here I am. I was originally going to stream on Twitch, but I was like, you know what? I need to record this Let's Play. People are expecting it, and I was planning on doing it on Monday anyway. It's technically Sunday, early Sunday morning right now as I'm recording this, and so I literally just woke up right before I started recording this. I didn't get any water or anything, no food, so I'm a little... This might be an interesting Let's Play because of that. So that's kind of my story for today. But yeah, before I died, I did want to say, for anybody that hasn't checked it out, be sure to watch my Super Mario Land Part 1 Let's Play video here on YouTube. Pretty smooth run on that one. Ooh, there's a money bag. Money bag just gives you a ton of coins, which is cool. I like the money bags. And, but yeah, check out the Mario Land 1 Let's Play. Fun playthrough. Always a fun playthrough on that game. It's a really fun game. I'm contemplating doing it a second time, but on the expert mode, or not really expert mode, quote unquote, but the second loop, where you've got more enemies and stuff like that. Now, I don't know if Mario Land 2 has any form of second loop or anything like that, but if anybody knows, please post a comment below and let me know if there are any... Oh, Jesus, man, what am I doing? Let me know if there are any, like, extras in the game, like a Star World or anything like that. I'm getting destroyed here, dude. This is just kind of stupid. Because this is such an easy game. Like, I shouldn't be dying anywhere. Where I've been dying, I shouldn't have been dying at all. Because it's so easy. Alright, let's try this again. I'm actually in a different spot. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I don't remember. Yeah, this is dumb. What am I doing, man? I was like, oh yeah, I'll just fire up Mario Land 2. I'll be fine until the final level. I'm not sure to get to the final level and like do it on my first try, but like die 100 times through the main course. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. At least the game was kind enough to give me a checkpoint relatively nearby. Come on. Thank you. Almost did it again. But yeah, the game's really not very difficult. See, we're at the end. So, I just need to make sure I don't touch... Oh, they just keep going up. Okay. Good to know. I didn't know that. The first time I played this game, recently, I played this game a lot back in the day. This is one of my most played Game Boy games. Just like Mario Land 1. One of my best friends had this game. And then when I got a Game Boy, I think it didn't come packaged with this. It came packaged with Link's Awakening. It was one of the early Link's Awakening bundles. But I'm pretty sure we got this separate as well with it. And so I, have played the hell out of this game over the years. Not really over the years, per se. Mostly just back in the day. It's not a game I tended to revisit on the Game Boy. Like, there's Game Boy games I would always revisit over the years. Like, I'd always kind of go back to... Mega Man 2 was always a big one for me. Going back to... I always liked playing Quarth. That was fun. Super Mario Land, the first one. I always went back to that game. Operation C. A lot of the games I've Let's Played over the last few weeks... these Game Boy Let's Plays. A couple of those are games that I used to revisit a lot. But Mario Land 2 was never one like I really cared to go back to for some odd reason. I don't know if it's because like it felt dated compared to say Super Mario World. Like Super Mario World still plays like total butter, man. It's such a smooth experience. And this isn't. Like it looks like Mario World. It's got the big chunky sprites and stuff like that, which is great for a Game Boy game. And it was amazing, when the game came out in 1992 or whatever it was. And but it is without a doubt clunkier than Super Mario World. Like it really becomes apparent on the final level when you start dying because of control issues and stuff like that. Sort of like too much being thrown at the game. A slightly more sluggish frame rate, things like that. Very slippery controls, especially when it comes to like precision and platforming. But you'll see what I mean once we get to the final level. Alright, so boss time. Bosses are not very difficult in this game either, until you get to Wario, which is the end. And that's it. Just like a lot of other Mario games, it's 3 hits and the boss goes down. So what you're going to find is that a lot of these levels, they're not actually that long, or these areas, I should say. Like, this area had 3 whole levels and that was it. And we would have been done with it long ago if I didn't die at all. So, we have 5 more areas to go through. Some are longer than others. And we'll kind of like reverse our way around. Yeah, we'll go here first. I think this one has more levels than that last one we did. Music in this game probably will get stuck in your head at some point in time if you played this game. It's like other Mario music. It's not something like I would ever listen to in like a car stereo or something, but it's infectious at the same time for some odd reason. It will probably get stuck in your head. So as you can see, I've got the rabbit ears. Had the rabbit ears. And I was big too. Not anymore. Alright, let's not suck. Let's just keep moving on. Nothing to see here. There we go. Got more rabbit ears again. If I want to get the checkpoint, I gotta use the rabbit ears like this. And sort of float my way through. With the rabbit ears, you have to constantly keep tapping the jump button to sort of like flutter and float like this. And it looks like when you have the rabbit ears, you can't do the drill attack, which is interesting. So if I wanted to, I could try to get the fire flower, but I'm not going to really worry about that. I want to stick with the rabbit ears for the rest of this playthrough if I can. There's a secret area up there, but I'm just going to skip it. I'm good at disappointing you guys. Oops! Good at disappointing myself too, apparently. Because I didn't get that bonus room. I'm gonna need the lives, all the lives that I can get. See if we can come back, see what's in here. Nothing. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. But hey, we can at least drill now. Sort of, and I can keep getting hit by things. Ugh! I wasn't running. I was holding down the run button, but yeah, it kind of takes like a few frames to get up to speed. Alright, got a mushroom, that's good. So the hearts in this game, just like the first Super Mario Land, those are extra lives, although the hearts were super tiny in the first game. In this one, they are indeed extra lives. So let's go ahead and see if we can try to get that. At this point, I could definitely use it. And it looks like we got it. Tricky little section. I had to make sure I was tapping the jump button lightly. In order to not jump too high to get pushed to a higher platform, which would have blocked me from getting that extra life. Yeah, I realized the last time I played this, I actually also had the fire flower. Oh my god. I didn't realize there was going to be a Goomba up there. That sucks. I lost those power-ups. I wanted to get at least a power-up. Fire flower or the rabbit ears. Well, that was disappointing. And that's our exit. So this is a little similar to the Moai Head stage where you've got to get on top of tumbling rocks. But instead now it's a beach ball. Got it. Yeah, remember the last time I got here? I think I actually had the the carrot here. So like I was just flying through the whole stage. I wasn't even really doing anything. And that's one thing you can do in this game. If you have the rabbit ears, you can literally just like flutter across the top of the stage and just skip almost everything. In certain parts, not every stage is like that, but that last level I was at, I was pretty sure I could do that. But I obviously didn't, because I didn't have it, unfortunately. So this level gets a little tricky. Requires you to sort of just pay attention to what's happening here. These little things act as mines. When they stop, they basically start to explode. Watch out for the bullet bills. Alright, got our carrot again. Got a checkpoint. Those little bells are checkpoints. And you can sort of like look at these conveyor belt things. You can see the arrows on them pointing in the direction that they're going to be pushing you. This is actually probably one of those spots where I can just fly over top. And I'm going to. Actually, I don't even need to fly. I can just walk on top. Aww. I mistimed that jump. Look, another one. I'll take it. And this takes you right to the bell. Oops. Okay. Never mind. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place in this Let's Play. Holy crap. I'm like, oh yeah, I was just gonna take you to the bell. And it tries to drop me on the spikes. So as you can tell, I'm not nearly as familiar with this game as I used to be. I am just, like I said, I never really revisited it over the years. I think the last time I finished this game was like, probably in the late 90s. And I can't remember any other time I tried firing up this game just for even fun. To be honest with you, with the Game Boy, I never really revisited it. I never went back to the Game Boy frequently over the years. Like, a lot of it was that, you know, the Game Boy Advance was out in 2001. Nintendo's Game Boy player came out in 2003. And I was really into the Game Boy Advance for a while. It was a lot of fun. I loved how it was more like Super Nintendo, because I love Super Nintendo. And so I spent a lot of time with that, and I spent some time with some of the color games as well. But I don't really remember revisiting Game Boy, the original black and white Game Boy, that often, except for a few key games, like Super Mario Land, Operation C, the Castlevania games, and so forth, basically. Now what's cool about having the Fire Flower here is it does do damage, which will make life a little bit easier. Considerably easier. Well, at least we ripped through that boss on our first try, because the last time I played this game, I played through it on Twitch about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And we ended up dying at some of these bosses. Like that boss in particular, it took me multiple tries to get through. Even though it's not a hard boss, I was just trying to figure out the pattern again. Alright. I'd say we're making okay progress. It's not, you know, we're 23 minutes in. I figured this would be at least an hour-long playthrough. And once we get through this place, we'll effectively be about halfway through the game. One of these levels you also have to go the quote-unquote correct way, otherwise it's gonna like make you do the level over again. It's a little weird. On like this Halloween's themed area. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh, that was bad. One of the nice things about this game is that... Oh, I wanted that bell. We're gonna try it again. A little like vampire dude up here. There we go. Yeah, I basically want the bonus stages if I can, because you have the potential to get 3 extra lives. Like that. Bam, got it. Or if you miss and you're Small Mario, you might get a power-up. You know, you might get a Fire Flower, you might get a... set of rabbit ears. So a little bit like Super Mario Land 1, you can kind of tell where this takes elements from what I believe is like Japanese mythology. You know, Japanese demonology, I guess I should say, or something like that. Ghosts and monsters and stuff like that. The first Super Mario Land did some similar things. Alright, let's see. Oh, that was an extra life. Oh, I can go back. Okay. Oh, cool. Game's just like, we're gonna give you an extra life. Oh, that's... Oh. What a waste. I feel stupid now. Like, you got an extra life. You lost an extra life. Congrats. You're a winner. Oh, mushroom. Oh look, it's back again. Alright, right back to where we were. Of course, since I'm not big now, I can't use my drill. But I can probably get this. These little guys actually do hurt you, I believe, so I'm gonna just skip them completely. Hey, a star. I will try to take that. So if you can kill enough enemies in a row, you do get an extra life, which is pretty cool. Many extra lives if you can swing it. And we're gonna just skip the bell. So I think this one is, you basically go through the level, and then I think it sends you to... Ooh, you can't kill the Goomba ghosts, okay, good to know. I think it sends you to, like, another alternate level that you have to finish, and then you have to come back and do it again. It's kind of weird. Okay, you know what, Goomba ghosts... It's a little misleading because this entire time you've been just jumping on top of Goombas. You're like, oh, yeah. And now, like, these Goomba ghosts appear and you can't. You die. Piranha plants. Alright, we got the bell. I guess I should just take it easy, because I don't know where I'm going. And there we go, get to go to a bonus stage. We got a nice, healthy amount of lives at least, and I'm pretty happy about that. Even more, we're to, what is this, 21 lives now? Something like that. Okay, weird. The last time I got to that level, it split off. Required me to play a different stage, and then I had to go back and play it again. So I obviously found some kind of alternate exit. Maybe it was just by complete accident, which is very possible. I'm pretty sure it wasn't this level that did it to me. I'm pretty sure it was that last level we were on, because I specifically remember having to play through it multiple times. Not because I died, mind you. I should clarify. Another extra life, look at that. This game's like, yeah, you know, the final level's so hard, you know, instead of like making it easier, we're just gonna give you more extra lives. And I'm really not joking about like how tough the final stage is in this game. It's actually really frustrating how big of a difficulty spike there is. Because the rest of the game, if you take it easy, it's a pretty simple game. It's not very difficult at all. It's fun, don't get me wrong. Like, I really like this game. I think it's a really solid game. Always has been, always will be. But, I mean, you can just kind of kick back, relax, not have to worry about much. You know, it's relatively stress-free. But the final level is just, Alright, so we have to basically hop on the witch here, and she basically throws fire underneath these cauldrons, and wherever the fire goes is where the cauldrons are going to jump up to. They'll try to push you up into those twisted spikes at the top. Alright, so we're officially halfway through the game. Alright, I think I need to play this level. This is an auto-scroller. There's a couple levels in the game that are outside of the 6 main areas. Some of them have alternate exits, which are actually required to get in order to, say, access certain areas. For instance, the space stage, you have to get to the alternate exit. Not the space stage. To get to the space stage on one of these outside levels, you have to get to the alternate exit in order to even be able to access the space level or space area, which is required for its golden coin, for one of the golden coins in the game. When you get all 6 golden coins, which is why the game is called Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins, you get access to the Wario's Castle. Wario's Castle consists of 4 floors, I believe. It's basically one big level with no checkpoints. And it's very treacherous. Treacherous? Yeah. It's weird talking with headphones on, because you're like, you can't hear yourself speak. And it sounds like you've got a lisp or something, even though you might not, because you got headphones on and everything sounds weird with headphones on. That's where I'm at right now. Alright, so let's do this. Tree zone. Let's see how fast we can go through these levels. Okay, the game's just trolling me now. It's like, we know you want to just blaze through this game, but we're not going to allow you to, because we're going to put hidden blocks everywhere. So you can see I'm basically shooting my fire flower right at the edge of the left, well, the left platform. So the fire flower fireball will just bounce across the pit and just keep going and try to hit any enemies along the way. So this bonus stage, I just kind of like just mash the button and just do whatever, you know, see where it goes. There's really no rhythm or rhyme to these bonus levels for me. At least I haven't figured them out. So I just sort of just keep mashing the button when I start just to get them done quickly. But we got the rabbit ears. And it looks like there was a secret area up top. You get this. I'm gonna guess this is like honey sap or tree honey or something. Not tree honey. Tree honey. Honey or something like that. Or no, not honey. I'm a dumbass. I'm confusing terms. I am so tired right now. I really should have had a meal before I did this Let's Play. It's tree sap. That's what it is. Although with my experience with tree sap, Mario would theoretically pretty much be stuck in it a lot harder, because tree sap is no joke. I grew up with a yard that had a lot of pine trees, and so we dealt with a lot of tree sap when I was a kid. Most of the pine trees have died and have had to move on, unfortunately, and be chopped down. But we still have one at my parents' yard. Maybe two, actually. But it's not the 7 or 8 or 9 that we had when I was a kid. Pine trees, they just don't last in Virginia. Northern Virginia. But yes, I'm guessing that's tree sap that Mario's jumping on. See, there does seem to be some rhythm and rhyme to this bonus stage. I can usually just let the crane go over to the right, then come back to the left, activate it, and it'll come down and grab 3 extra lives for me. Alright, so if I can get the golden coin without beating all these levels, I'm going to. Simply because... Yeah, that's my reason. Simply because... You know, I mentioned food, and I'm actually getting really hungry now. That's disappointing. I mean, I'm not disappointed to be hungry. I like eating. I just don't like being hungry. Alright, so I think this is a bit of a shortcut, if you can manage it. And, oh, if you can manage it, you know. Big if for me sometimes. We're gonna just skip the bell. We've got 30 extra lives. We're good. Alright, so let's see if we can get to the boss here, and if it gives us the golden coin, I'm just gonna skip the other level, just to save on some time. If you guys would like to see that level, then tough luck. See, one of those examples where you can just kind of keep going, and I am not complaining. I like levels like this when I'm doing Let's Plays. And we're just gonna skip a lot of these. Gonna play it safe, basically. What was that? It's like I touched a invisible block up top. It's like the game only lets you go so high, apparently. Alright, boss time. I think he just kind of like flies down like this, yeah. Just rinse and repeat. And with the with the rabbit ears, you can literally just keep fluttering up on top of him, and once his invincibility frames go away, you just do an automatic second hit. That's pretty funny. I wish I tried that the first time now. Alright, it's good stuff. We just completely demolished that guy. So let's go up here, try to do the hippo level. This is required of you to go the top way. And you can literally just hold down the jump button to stay afloat. And so you basically just need to stay towards the top of the screen. If you don't, your bubble can burst. And there's a whole water area down below, which is where all the coins are for the most part. Okay, we're just gonna skip that. And I think you don't want to touch the top of the screen. I think it bursts then as well. So really all I care about is just getting through this on my first try, getting to, or activating the space levels. That's what I want. Because we're gonna have to go there anyway, basically. There we go. We got it. So you can see how, like, the top goal is actually blocked off. Looks like we're gonna get another carrot. Alright, Space Zone. So this only has 2 levels. The second level is an auto-scroller. And unfortunately, your rabbit ears don't really do a whole lot on this level. And this level also has higher gravity, or lower gravity? It's got gravity. Lower gravity, I guess I would assume, will allow you to jump super high in the air like we're doing right now. Higher gravity means it's much harder to jump. I believe that's how it works. It's been a while since I really thought about it. Alrighty then. Just taking our time, taking our time. Okay, thanks, money bag. That was like a troll money bag almost. Like, here, have some money, and then fall into the spike because you weren't able to jump far enough. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get that bell, why not? Oh, by the pixel. I don't even think I really touched it. Yep, did it again. Got it. Yeah, I don't think these bonus levels changed, but the bonus levels with the little electrical circuit, those are kind of like randomized from what I can tell. Unless I'm wrong, if you know the answer, please post a comment below. As always. You should be posting a comment below anyway, just because comments are awesome. And you should also give this video a thumbs up too. Because thumbs ups are awesome too. Or thumbs downs, I don't really care, I'll take either one. I want to know how you guys feel. How are you feeling today? You feeling like a thumbs up? No? Well, give me a thumbs down then, I don't care. So this level, you can pretty much actually just hold down the A button. You'll just keep floating up. But I don't really want to just constantly float up on this level. Maybe in some parts I can. Oops. Catchy music for sure. Alright, checkpoint. And I want to say... Oops. I wasn't planning on doing that. I want to say the checkpoint sends you relatively close... Or... Bleh. I can't talk today. I want to say the checkpoint is relatively close to the boss, and here we are at the boss. Oh, man. I need to just stop talking. Okay. Kind of use the same trick I did on the bird boss. So if you can hit the boss a little bit lower on the screen, you can just slowly rise up and he'll just keep running back into you again for free. Alright, so we've got one more area to go through and then we're on Wario's level. So we're at about 45 minutes right now. And... what was the other area I needed to go to? Let's see. Not Wario's castle. It actually selected that for me automatically, believe it or not. So, let's actually go to the bonus stage while we're here. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can get 999 coins, just so you guys can see what that's like. It's use it or lose it. Not use it or lose it. It's, it's a gambling game, basically. So you could actually lose your coins if you don't do it just right. Oh, this is where I need to go to, the miniature place. Macro zone, as they call it. So this has more levels. It's 4 stages. Oh, I forgot they have spikes. I was like, I'm gonna hop on him. Oops. My fault. Crazy ants. Trying to mix things up. Alright, let's come here. There's probably some power-ups. Okay. Oh, I can't get through that? Huh. Okay. And we got the bell. Let's get some more extra lives. Actually, what I might do is try to get a carrot or something like that. Never mind, we're going for 3. That works too. I love playing with the fire flower, but the downside to it is that you can't just fly over the entire level. But I actually, when I play Mario games, I do typically these days prefer having the fire flower on hand, simply because it makes life easier. I feel like there's a little more skill involved as well, until you lose it. Because you do have to actually aim it, you know, it arcs at this 45-degree reflective bouncing angle. Those guys are tough to hit. I don't even know if it's possible to hit them. They just like, they kind of just troll you, and they're like, "Hey, come jump on us." And you try to, and they're like, and they just fly away, never to be seen again. Oh, mushroom. We don't need a mushroom. Looks like those rats are laughing at me too. Alright, carrot time. You know what that means. I wonder if those are blocks you can bust open with a shell. Okay. Nope. How are you supposed to open those? Does anybody know? Feel free to post a comment below. Let's go get some extra lives. Oh, they're not coming back. That first turtle came back the first time. I thought maybe I could just take advantage of it and just keep running into the same turtle over and over. Come on. Ugh, missed him again. So we're at 920 coins. So we just need 79 more coins. And just a heads up, guys, we're probably going to actually need these extra lives. I know it sounds pathetic, but the last time I ran through this game on stream, I probably died like 20 times on Wario's level. It was really bad. It was really bad. I mean, granted, I kind of know what to do now. So we do have that going for it, or going for us, but yeah, I don't know. We'll just kind of see what happens. Alright, I do want to get 999 coins at least, so I'm going to try to do that. Possibly on this level, depends on how many coins there are. Money bag. Oof, look at that. We're at 999. We are good. So we can play the gambling game before we go into Wario's palace. And now coins don't basically do anything. I don't even know if they give me extra lives at this point, because the coin counter is maxed out. And I believe this is a rat boss. Oh, that doesn't work. And that's it. 3 hits. Alright, so Wario's castle is now open at the 53-minute mark, roughly. Alright, so what we're going to do first is go into that little green hill, and we're going to try to gamble. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, Mario, God. Ugh. All right. I hate how it automatically selects it for you when you go into Mario's area. That's frustrating. That's a weird design choice. I'm surprised they didn't catch that in, like, testing or something like that. Alright, so here we go. Let's try this coin game. So like I said, this is basically a gambling game. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Oh, no! Come on! The same thing happened the last time I did this. Same thing happened. So I basically lost 500 coins. And I spent 200 for 1 extra life. Ah, horrible. Aww. That was a bummer. I was hoping I was going to get like the 50 extra lives. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, I can at least get a power up. Okay, I guess it's okay. after killing myself on Wario's castle. It's better than nothing. Another one. Well, there you have it, guys. That's the gambling game. Slot machine, I guess you could say. Sort of. Alright, on to Wario's castle. Alright, so this place is really tough. Like, no joke. See what I mean? Now, Mario's very slippery in this game. Like, with how the physics, his, like, running physics work, it's harder to be precise in this than it is, say, in Super Mario World. You know, where Super Mario World was just super precise. This is a little floaty, it's a little wonky. It's a little hard to control Mario in midair. I knew I was going to make that mistake. Alright, so one floor down. We've got 3 more to go, I believe. So, and again, like I said, there are pretty much no checkpoints. So every time we die, we've got to do that whole first room over again. And this part can be really tough, too. Again, the difficulty here, I mean, it's legitimately, like, somewhat difficult platforming sequences, but what makes it harder is the fact that the physics are a little wonky as well, which makes it even tougher. So there's going to be some switches in the floor here, just like that. And I think it's going to eventually stop. It's not. Okay. You want to jump over the switches, just like that. But this is really tricky right here too. Not so much that first one as much as the second and third. And you have to be running on that last one, otherwise you're not gonna make that jump, unfortunately. There aren't really any hidden blocks as far as I'm aware. If there were, that would be nice. If there are, and I'm just missing them, please let me know. Post a comment. Alright, Fire Flower. Yeah, this is tough, too. And again, it's not so much that it's really hard, like for me, you know, being someone that's played most of the Super Mario Bros. Games out there. It's just that the physics on your running and the platform detection and so forth is a little weird. And you could just find yourself slipping off a platform that you wouldn't have slipped off in another Mario game. That's basically what I'm trying to get at here. And you got these, like, things that kind of look like they come from Zelda 2 on the NES. They're blinking, they bounce at a 45-degree angle. Unfortunately, I took damage. Let's see if we can do this without taking further damage. So now we should be at Wario. I guess, was that 3 levels? 3 floors, I mean. Now this is really tough. Wario's gonna smash into the ground. And if I'm in the air when he does that, I can't control my jump. So you kind of don't want to be moving when Wario does his smash. And that's it. Well, not really it. There's 3 forms to Wario, and it gets harder and harder. Yeah, it's 2 down. And I think there might be a mushroom. Never mind. Wow, we did it on our first try. Was not expecting that. I was expecting to spend like an hour at this castle. Ugh. Well, it's good. We just beat Super Mario Land 2, guys. And well, thanks for rubbing it in the face. So there you have it, guys. Super Mario Land 2 for the Game Boy. Pretty fun game still. I do recommend playing it. I think it's a pretty solid game. Again, it's one I don't really revisit or haven't really revisited much over the years, but it still holds up pretty well. The controls can be a little goofy sometimes with just how responsive the inputs are and so forth, especially on Wario's castle, but you know, it's still cool. Fun graphics, you know, fun music and stuff like that. Lots of different enemies that you don't get in other Mario games. Like there's this one enemy that looks like a cross between like a fish and a cow and a goat. It's really goofy, but it's still fun stuff. Now, I probably missed quite a few like bonus stages and stuff like that, or secret levels and so forth. And I don't know if there's anything like a Star World or anything like that in this game. If there is, you know, post a comment below and let me know if there's anything, you know, interesting that's secret or hidden or anything like that. And I'm interested to see if there's like a harder second loop or anything. I'm gonna guess there probably is not. But I was wrong about the first Super Mario Land, and there's apparently a second loop in that. Oh, look, there they are! The cow, goat enemies. That's goofy, man. But yeah, post a comment below, let me know if I'm missing anything here. I know I probably missed some actual levels, and I know I intentionally skipped a level or two. But I'm wondering if there's any extra hidden content I don't know about. Oh, Gunpei Yokoi produced this one as well. I didn't know that. Very interesting. So, but alright guys, well I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. It's been a little over an hour. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. If you missed my first Super Mario Land Let's Play, feel free to go check that out. And I've got a new playlist on my channel called Strictly Game Boy. Just Game Boy. And so if you want to find all my Game Boy Let's Play videos, you can check that out, as well as a couple of stream archives from Twitch and so forth. But alright, but yeah, thanks guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I've got a lot of Let's Plays on here and many more to come. For everybody else that's already subbed, thanks as usual. Hope you continue to enjoy the content, and thank you for your continued support. I'll catch you guys soon, and until then, take it easy.